Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Gengar, Obstagoon, and Shadow Gramble. So this was initially going to be a Shadow Gengar highlight video, which it still is, and we do have all ghost moves here. We're going to be going with Shadow Punch, Community Day move, and then Shadow Ball. As far as Obstagoon, we're going to be going with Night Slash and Cross Chop. Obstruct is a pretty decent move. Granted, you're not going up against something that's just doing 4 times effective damage. We're talking about fighting. When you do raise that defense, it's nice, but I don't really like to run that. And it did take the spotlight, Obstagoon. Yep, so we put it on the team. So we're going to kind of, pay attention to that one as well. Gramble is Gramble with Shadow Charm, so it's just going to be putting in the work here. But Shadow Gengar is a very fun Pokemon to use. Very squishy, but hits extremely hard, even against things that resist Ghost. But with that said, if you do enjoy my content, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. And let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. We're hitting a Shadow Punch up against that Walrein, and then swapping into the Gramble to catch this Icicle Spear to keep that Gengar alive, still in the yellow as well. And we're just absorbing that while still holding on to our last shield. We're going to go ahead and use that right about now. Charm them down. They do have the Trevenant in the back, and we get to the crunch. This should be enough to KO them, because this is going to do a whole hell of a lot of damage. Super effective, taking them out, and then the Gramble finishing it off for us at the end. Let's go. Next game, leading with Gengar, met with a Cresselia. This is interesting. They're going to be swapping into a Guzzlord, immediately bring it into the Gramble, and, well, this was not a matter of skill or anything. This is what I'm talking about. Rock, paper, scissors. I would have backed out as well. Next game, we're going to be met with a Giratina, so this is going to be hopefully, it's Dragon Breath. Okay, we'll take it. Shadow Claw, super effective, right? So this is just doing neutral damage. Going for the Shadow Punch, and we're going to be getting a shield out of them and getting to the next one as well. I think we get 2 shields out of this Giratina here. Never mind, this isn't the one. They let it go and survive barely. We still have 1 shield now. We could technically have shielded that up and then farmed them down, maybe. But what we're going to do is just bring in the Obstagoon and farm them down here, and then come out of this with a ton of energy. So if Obstagoon is not taking super effective damage, it's going to be able to take the hits quite nicely. So we're going to be farming up a lot there. They are down to shield, bringing in, what was that? Drapion. All right, so we're going to go for the cross chop here. Night Slash is not very effective. I guess I could fish for the boost, but I'd rather just do that extra damage with the cross chop, doing kind of neutral damage. Swapping into the Cavalion here. Going to go for 1 more cross chop, and then bring in the Gramble as we're still holding on to 2 shields. Now the charm on the Gramble is still going to be doing a lot to the Drapion that they do have, because it is going to be part dark. So we're going to go ahead and shield that up, protect the Gramble, and then do some good damage here. I think we shield this up as well, so we can get off this crunch. It's not very effective, but it's still going to be effective for us here. So we go for that, and we get the defense drop. They stop attacking because it is a wrap. All right, next game, what are we going to see with that Gengar? It's a Dragonite. All right, let's go. Shadow Dragonite is going to take a lot of damage, but look at that Dragon Tail. My goodness, that is insane. Gengar Shadow cannot take a hit. That's not even super effective damage. It's just Shadow on Shadow on Shadow. I'm just going to say crime, but anyway. So we're going to be bringing that in. They actually retreat with a little energy on that Dragonite and bring in the Cresselia here. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. Grass Knot's still going to be doing a lot of damage to the Shadow Gramble. Getting to the crunch here, I would assume they want to shield this up as well, and that's exactly what they do, leaving them with no more shields here. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. And I think we're going to try to catch with the Obstagoon. So I already screwed up. The reason why I'm using another shield is so I can time it like this, and we catch the Grass Knot just right. Beautiful. Swapping, and we're going to go ahead and just take out that Dragonite, because we do know that they had a little bit of energy, and we're not going to be able to counter them down before they get to that superpower. Bringing back the Cresselia, and we're getting to the dang Night Slash. Obstagoon putting in the work for us here. And you got to love the shiny. Literally one of the best shinies in the Pokemongo universe. Well, Pokemon universe, period. With the dramatic change from the black and white to this red, white, and blue American thing. No, but the colors just look good. All right, they have a chestnut, or not a chestnut, Greedent in the back. Body Slam, oh my goodness, that was enough. Now we're going to barely survive this, and this is what I'm talking about. Obstagoon just absorbs the hits. Barely surviving, getting to the cross chop here. This is not going to KO. We're going to have to land 1 more counter, and we do, and take the win there with literally 1 HP. Next game, we're going to be met with a Tapu Finn. This is fine. We're going to stay right here. They have to think about being threatened, but one-shotted by the Sludge Bomb here. So we're going to go ahead and build up to the Shadow Ball though, and then go for the Shadow Punch. And we're going to be getting a shield out of them. Now we're going to shield this up and go for the Shadow Ball, which was a mistake. I knew I had a freaking feeling they wanted to double shield this damn thing. So what we could have done is get to 2 Shadow Punches, which would have been enough to take them out, I do believe. So yeah, that's a little unfortunate. So what we're going to do is bring in the Gramble. We'll let this go. We're going to call the Surf here, farm them down. And we got rid of their Fairy, and we still have a shield. Bringing in a Charizard. Oh, I need to get off this crunch. It should just about be enough. And then we'll bring in the Obstagoon to farm them down here. And we'll be looking good. Really depends on what they have. If it's a fighter in the back, it's a Wrap or a Fairy. It's a Skeledirge. Okay. Well, yeah, it's got a disarming voice. So 2 of those are going to KO. But I want you to see what happens here. Okay. I'm pretty sure some lag happened. So this a little bit of an interruption you can go from putting all this work in, playing so well, and then this one moment happens like this. Look at that. A little bit of lag allowed me to counter them down. I'm pretty sure, pretty sure they should have gone to another disarming voice. All right, so we'll be able to take that win there. All right, let's keep it moving here. A little bit of a dishonorable win, I guess, if it lagged, but what can you do? Next game, met with a Giratina. Now look at that Shadow Claw damage. Gosh, it's just digging into the damn Gengar. I think this is the one where we get 2 shields there, I'm pretty sure. Going for another Shadow Punch here. Yep, that's it. Great, we have 2 Pokemon that can handle this thing. So I think we want to go with the Obstagoon. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because what's going to happen is we're going to actually be able to just take the Ancient Power if they did decide to throw that. I don't know, Gramble really can't take a hit, but in this way, we're going to be able to do this, now farm them down, and we're going to come out of this with a good amount of energy as they keep trying to hit me with Ancient Power, Dragon Claw, and it's just really not doing much, while the Shadow Claw has a massive resistance to our Dark and Normal typing. Going for another Ancient Power, bringing us into the yellow, and then we're going to counter them down. A lot of energy here. Bring it into Verzion. I immediately swap, and they have a freaking Steelix as I bring in the Gramble. So this is probably going to be a break and swipe, right? Now, they get me, man. It pissed me off. They truly tricked me. But watch, this is pretty crazy. All right, so we go for the close combat. Still not enough because they lowered my attack, even as a Shadow, but we're not getting stabbed. That's pretty incredible. That just shows you how bulky that damn Steelix is. Psychic Fang's Trickery, son of a freaking gun. Getting to the crunch, though, so that's exactly what we needed to do. And they're letting it go. I was trying to swap, but I couldn't. But check this out. We're going to shield this up. Yeah, that little bit of health, that's all we need. So we have energy on our Obstagoon. We throw it in. We go for the cross chop. We just need to get a little bit more damage on them and get off 1 charm, and we should be doing good here. We just need to get off 1 charm. Throw it in. And that's a wrap. Let's go. Saving that Gramble and still holding on to our damn shield. Next game with a Cobalion. That's great. We do have to look out for Stone Edge, but otherwise, nah. They're going to retreat with energy, bring in a Charizard. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball here. Please let it go. Son of a gun, they shielded up. That would have pretty much almost one-shotted that damn thing. All right, so, we have the Gramble to go up against the Cobalion. Even though it's part steel, it's still going to be doing pretty good damage. So we're just going to hang tight here with the Gengar, throw another Shadow Ball, and now we'll retreat into the Obstagoon that doesn't want to go up against the Cobalion, so we can kind of just absorb whatever the Charizard throws at us here. And look at that. Did you see that skip? There you go. That was so noticeable. Usually it's kind of, it just goes undetected when I'm at this ×2 speed here. So that right there didn't allow me to actually hit all the bubbles. Therefore, I couldn't take them out as quickly as I would like to. But I guess it worked out because we're able to get to the close comp or to the cross chop there. But you see that kind of crap? That could be very critical. This time it didn't really matter too much. But other times it's the, a matter between winning or losing. Anyways, you already all know this game is a piece of shit, but we love it. When it's working, we have a lot of fun. Today wasn't too algorithmic-ish with this team, so I really can't complain too much about that. So we have a Registeel out here. All right, shield this game at this point. I think they go for Focus Blast. Yeah, and then they're going to try to lock on me here, and they do. Okay. Bringing in Gengar, Shadow Clawing them down, but it's a wrap. Getting to the Shadow Punch, and this will be enough to take them out because it just does that much damage. Oh, wait. Okay, yep, running my mouth. One more Shadow Claw. Now we take the win. Next game, we're met with a Shiftry. Absolutely horrible lead, so we're going to go ahead and swap. But we have 2 counters to the Shiftry, so that's pretty good. They do bring in a Talonflame here. We get the Dang boost. Now check this out. Oh man, they're going to go straight for the Brave Bird, but this is Obstagoon, just absorbing this like a freaking boss. Getting to the next Night Slash here, which is going to be boosted by 2 times. So our attack is doing a ton. Bringing in Electrode, and we are able to get to another one. Again, another boosted attack, and they're shielding it up. Now, that was incredible. Obstagoon is just putting in the work. Now, this is going to be a Night Slash, which is obviously going to KO us. I'm letting it go because this is just the play that I need to do here because I need to keep this Gramble with the shield. All right, so they do swap into the Shiftry. I need to shield this up here. If I do recall, this person wanted to get my last shield, and then they're like, got your last shield, and then quit. All right. And yeah, they did. Okay. All right, taking that win. Let's keep it going here. Shadow Gengar and Obstagoon, absolutely amazing. And of course, Shadow Gramble. Now, think about a Shadow Obstagoon. That's going to be freaking incredible. All right, up against Gyarados here with this Gengar. I'm going to go for the Shadow Punch. They shield it up. Let's go. Getting to that next one here. Show me 2 shields, please. Show me 2 shields. And they let it go. Very smart. Nice. Yeah, that's what you want to do. That's the play there. Okay, they're getting to the charge move. We're going to let it go. Otherwise, they're just going to quick move me down. Bringing in Obstagoon to farm them down with the counter. Not very effective. To come out of this with a good amount of energy here. Aqua Tail, no big deal. Still in the healthy green. Bringing in a Toxicroak, I immediately swap, and I've got 2 shields, and they swap into their Clefable. Now, the Meteor Mash will one-shot us, of course, so we're going to go ahead and double shield these here. And you're going to love this one. You're going to love the end of this battle here. This is going to be pretty awesome. So we farm them down, shield us at this point. They've got 1 shield. We're going to go ahead and go for the crunch here and just hope we get the dang defense drop. And there it is. Doing even more with Charm. And I'm pretty sure this Mud Bomb is going to KO. Yeah, no, Sludge Bomb. All right, they're going for the big one. Great, use up all that energy. Bringing in Obstagoon to go for a Night Slash as they're both resisted, and this is getting stabbed though, right? So we dropped their defense and we're able to take the win with the Obstagoon up against the Toxicroak. Let's go. All right, next game, what are we going to see here? Another Giratina. Show me Shadow or Dragon Breath. Oh, it's Shadow Claw. Yeah, that's not too great. So they swap into a Tentacruel here. Shadow Ball, check this out. Pretty much one-shot sit. Amazing. All right, getting to the Shadow Punch. Let's go. I do believe they're going to shield this up, and I make the big mistake of shielding up their charge move. And it is, as a matter of fact, going to be Acid Spray, so that would have done a massively resisted amount of damage, and I still would have won this easy. So big, massive screw up, but, you know, it's always a coin flip on what they're going to throw. All right, now we're up against this Giratina with our Obstagoon. This is great. Of course, this is just amazing here. Look at those Dragon Claws, how little damage it's doing. That is so funny. All right, they're swapping, and what did they just throw into the battle here? As we do go for a Night Slash, it's going to be an Ampharos. Great, we'll do a little bit of damage there. 1-to-1 shield, bringing in the Gramble, charming the heck out of them. We're going to let this go. Trailblaze is not going to KO. We're going to barely come out of this here, and with energy too. They're not going to be able to quite take us out quick enough before we get to the charge move, and this is all we really needed to do, was to get that energy there, or to get that shield, the last shield that they did have. There's nothing they can do that can one-shot us. We can actually let this all go, no problem at all. Ancient Power, and getting to the next Night Slash, and Obstagoon still putting in that work for us here. Incredible. All right, so as far as the Gengar is concerned, man, I got a better one. Man, the Ivies are great. Something like 2-14-14, so I have to wait for another rocket event so I can remove frustration off of it, but hey, I have it ready. As far as the other ones, I don't know. We'll have to check them out another time, but there you have your Shadow Gengar and Obstagoon. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
This is the best day